So I was really curious, like week to week. This has been going on for like 2 years, guys. Week to week, why do I not have like virtually any money to save? I work at a group home. They're paying me like $18 and like 20 cents an hour. That's horrible. That's horrible wages for an adult now. I live on the East Coast state in the US, and the cost of living is expensive. For example, an efficiency apartment, that's not even one room. That's an efficiency. That's one room with a bathroom, kitchen, all included. Not even its own bedroom. That's between $7 and $1,000 right now for an efficiency. And I was wondering why have I been struggling so bad the last couple years? Number one, they doubled, if not tripled, the cost of living. The cost of living has virtually been doubled or tripled. Um, and week to week, I just don't have a lot of money to save. Like, for example, right now, I have something like $2 or $3 in my checking account. Granted, I did pay my house payment this check. My house payment is like $430 a month, which is a huge blessing. I bought a house in 2006 for $54,000 cash, guys. Um, it's just discouraging week to week because my money just runs out. Like, for example, I don't get paid for like another something like a little over 7 days. It's like 10 days. I don't even get paid for like another something like 10 days, and I'm already out of money. This is why people are crashing out. This is why people are flipping out. This is why people are losing their jobs. This is why people are committing crimes. This is why people are hurting people. This is why people are killing themselves. It's the cost of living, guys. It's stressing us all out. It's putting us in crisis. I actually looked up on Gemini. I asked Gemini, I said, what do I need to make per hour? What do I need to make per hour to actually afford the cost of living? What do I need to make right now? What do I need to make per hour to actually, you know, be able to afford the cost of living in my state? I asked Gemini, I asked Google, what do I need to make per hour in my state to match the cost of living? They said 24.74 an hour. I would need to match the cost of living in my state. 24.74 an hour, and my state is only paying me 18 and change to work at the group home. This is a state issue, guys. This is a federal state issue. The state isn't even covering my cost of living. They're not even covering my cost of living. I'm making 18 something an hour, which seems like good money on its face, nationwide. Oh, you makes 18 bucks an hour. That's not bad. But it really is bad, guys. The federal minimum wage is right around 7 something an hour. But that's why I'm struggling, guys. That's why I don't have no money for savings, because I'm not even being paid the cost of living. I'm being paid like $5 or $6 under the cost of living. That's why I'm struggling. So it's the state. It's my state that's to blame. The state legislatures and the senators, all the people that make my wages, are lowballing my pay on purpose to save money for the state. Like I said, they're not even matching the cost of living. I'm supposed to be at least 24.74 an hour. That's the basic cost of living. That's not even including savings money. That doesn't include savings money. That doesn't include vacations. Like, for example, I've worked for the same company for a few years now. Never once was able to afford a vacation. Never once was able to go on any vacations. It's caused a lot of problems, guys. I haven't had water for like a year because my pipes burst last winter. So I've been using well water. I'm like back in the 1800s. I can't even afford a lawnmower, so I was sickling my yard today to get to my well because my water system's still broke. So I was sickling all the way to the well to get well water, guys, so I could flush my toilet. I have to sickle at like the 1800s. I have absolutely no food in my refrigerator at my house. Absolutely nothing. My work, they don't pay me enough to buy groceries. 18 and change doesn't even cover groceries. I'll just eat little things here and there. Like I had some ice cream on the way over to, I have like another job where I volunteer. I volunteer taking care of somebody that has seizures and mental health problems. I volunteer for that person. I've been doing it for 2 years, about 40 hours a week. I volunteer for this person that has seizures. I've been doing it for 2 years for free. The good news is they might start paying me to do it. That's the good news. I might start to be able to get paid to be a caretaker, guys. That's really good news. Hopefully I won't be broke anymore. If that ends up happening, I won't be broke anymore because I have a professional volunteer job right now. I'm a seizure. I take care of somebody that has seizures. Full time, guys, about 50 to 60 hours a week, maybe 80, 90, maybe 150 hours a week. I'm here several days a week because the person has seizures and needs me to wake them up for their nighttime meds. They take their meds like around midnight. I have to wake them up almost every night at midnight so they could take their meds. So that's part of being a caretaker, is making sure my client has medication. So I'm not just sitting on my ass all week. I actually work all week. I volunteer Monday through Friday as a caretaker. Volunteer. It's about 200-300 hours a week, it seems. I'd have to do the math on it. It's not 200 hours, but it's basically a 24/7 job being a caretaker. I was at my house last night. I stayed at my house last night. I have my own house that I bought in 2006. Like I said, I paid $54,000 for it. So I stayed at my house. I traveled up to the person I volunteer for. That's where I'm at right now. I'm volunteering today. She's inside eating her lunch, and I'm on my break having a coffee. Having a coffee on my break. Getting ready to take her to an appointment, actually. She has an appointment. Taking her to an appointment. So I drive this person around because I don't want her walking around town. She has real bad seizures. She could fall down, hit her head, and that's the end of her. That's why I come up and do what I do. Mental health problems go along with that, so I have to constantly remind myself, don't take my client's behavior personally. This person is mentally ill. Don't take her behavior personally. I have to constantly remind myself because otherwise I would get upset. But that's why I'm not able to save money, guys, because the cost of living in my state is $24.74 an hour. That's what Gemini, look it up on Gemini. Look up your state's cost of living per hour. My cost of living per hour in my state is $24.74. None of these jobs around here are even covering our cost of living. That is not fucking okay. That is not okay. Something needs to be done about this, guys. Something has got to be done. State level. I don't know if I got to go to the senators myself and have a meeting about this and let them know every fucking week I struggle, guys. I got $1 in my checking account. I wish I could show you a computer screen with my banking information. I work at a group home every week, guys. Right now I'm working, granted, I'm only working 24 hours a week. I was working 34 hours a week. I just got cut down an overnight shift. So now I'm back to 24 hours a week. But guys, it doesn't leave me much money because they're not even paying me the cost of living per hour, which is $24.74 an hour. I'm making 18 and change. This is a state-funded job. This should not be allowed. They should have to cover my cost of living per hour. That should be mandated, that they at least pay Steve the cost of living per hour, which is $24.74. That should be my base pay at my group home. $24.74 an hour should be my base pay because that could be considered minimum wage. You know, and even then, that's not fair. So feel free to leave comments, guys. I hope you have a good one. Till next time, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Till next time, check out my t-shirt in the description.